And of course, there is undoubtedly a lot that goes into a hostage exchange like this. So to get more insight into the process, let's welcome Dr. Robert A. Sanders. He's a retired U.S. Navy judge, Advocate General's Corps captain. For more than 2 decades, he's been involved with groups that support international human rights and international law. Dr. Sanders, thank you so much for joining us. Now, first question for you. Based on what you're seeing today, what happens next in this scenario for the hostages?
Well, these hostages will be immediately taken to medical treatment and evaluated. They'll all be given physical evaluation, but there's also a mental toll that was taken while they were held hostage. So that'll be evaluated as well. They'll be given counselors. Their families will be given counselors so that they know how to deal with these individuals who've just been released from captivity. They'll also be debriefed by the Israeli intelligence services and the military intelligence officers, because they want to know as much information as they can about their captors, where they were, what information they have picked up that they may not even know they have picked up, which will better enable the Israeli Army, Air Force, and the naval services to go after Hamas if and when the fighting begins again.
And now that actually leads me to my next question for you. Because of the possible, most likely PTSD these children have suffered with all of this and the other hostages involved, when will they be questioned about what happened to them?
As soon as possible. Obviously, this is a medical decision as well as a national security decision. So as soon as they can get this information, because the most recent information is going to be the most relevant. So they want to get that out as clearly and as quickly as possible so they can pass it on to people in the intelligence community, people in the warfighting community, and other people in the Israeli administration who have to give those individual orders to take action or to suspend action.
And now, what extra kind of care goes into this? What is being considered, extra consideration for the especially young hostages in this situation?
Well, they're children. So children coming out of any traumatic experience need to be cared for in certain ways. There are certain things. For instance, the Israeli forces that went into these locations were told in advance if they should come upon any children who are hostages, that they are not to grab them and pick them up. They're supposed to stand back and talk to them in Hebrew so that the young children can understand and hear them and not be afraid, not be re-traumatized. So one of the things that they all should have done if they had come upon hostages, other than this release form, was to not immediately grab these children and hug them and bring them to their breast like they would want to protect them. That would be a reason to traumatize the children more.
Dr. Robert Sanders, thank you so much for joining us tonight. A lot of good insight into what is a very delicate situation. Thank you.